Hello and welcome to this Hangout on Air from Suntico. Today we're doing a special Hangout on Air for companies that use Sage 50 accounting software, particularly Sage 50 accounting users in the United States using the US edition, and who may be looking for a replacement for the Sage mobile sales product that was discontinued last week. On the agenda today, we're talking about Suntico as an awesome Sage mobile sales replacement. My name is Hugh Johnson. I'm Head of Business Development at Suntico. And if you like this Hangout on Air, please share it with your friends and followers on your social networks. And if you'd like to get in touch with me after this Hangout, please do so via the normal social channels or by email at hugh.johnson@suntico.com. We're going to talk briefly about why. Why would you like to use Suntico? Why would we encourage you to use Suntico? And then we're going to take a very quick look at the product, because that is probably the quickest way for you to understand the value that it could bring to your business. And then finally, we will talk about how to get started. And as I say, this Hangout is specifically for Sage 50 users of the Sage 50 US edition in the United States. But if you don't want to listen to this whole Hangout, you don't have to, because you can get started straight away on your own free trial for Suntico. Just go to platform.suntico.com and create your account and follow the instructions to download our connector software and connect to your own Sage 50 system and get started. So first, why? Why Suntico? Well, the problem we're trying to solve is the age-old problem of sales reps visiting their customers and being stuck for information and saying, I'll get back to you about that. Especially if it is information that really should be in the hands of the sales rep. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to deliver through Suntico into the hands of the sales rep. The valuable information that you hold in your Sage 50 system that is relevant to them and relevant to their customer meetings. And what we aim to do is to give them confidence in the information that they have to hand in their engagements with their customers. Information about the customers, information about your inventory, what you have in stock, what the prices are, and information about the transactions that your customers have already done. And maybe there's some issues, or they're checking about the status of a back order and so on. And that's the problem we're trying to solve for your sales reps, so that they can meet with your customers with confidence. So without much further ado, let's take a quick look and see what we're talking about. So here I am, I'm on the Suntico website, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in to our demo account. And as you see, Suntico is a web-based system, and what that means is it's available on any device that has a web browser on it, a laptop, an iPad, a smartphone, and the screen automatically optimizes itself for the user experience based on the form factor of the device they're using. I'm logged on here as an administrator for the system, and there are really three perspectives of the data that are presented within Suntico. You can look at the perspective from the point of view of the customers. It's very easy to pull up a customer list and drill down to the details of a customer, or search for a particular customer. I've just done a search for Everly Property Management. I can drill down and see the details of that customer. I can see any outstanding order items that might be related to that customer. I can filter. So I just want to see, maybe I just want to see any outstanding order items. So I'll just look for back order quantity greater than 0. And there I have a full list of the back order items relating to this customer. Very useful information if I'm the sales rep visiting this customer, and I want to know what the status is. So that's the view from the customer's point of view. We also have a view from a transactional point of view. So pulled up from your Sage 50 system are all your quotations, proposals, orders, invoices, receipts, and credits relating to your customer business. Now let me just drill down and take a look at invoices. And let's say, for example, that I wanted to, as a manager of the business, I wanted to look at all sales invoices done by Callista Swinton. So I just apply a filter on the sales rep. And there I have all the invoices done by Callista Swinton across all of her customers in reverse date order. And if I wanted to search for a particular invoice, it would be really easy. And I can do exactly the same kind of thing for any of the other transactions in the business, whether it's a quotation, a proposal, a sales order, invoices, receipts from customers, or credits that we have issued to the customers. The third view that we can take into the system and into the data is inventory or products. And again, what I can do is I can pick up a full list of products, their available stock, the quantity on hand, pricing information. I can drill down and view a particular product details, and I can see the different price levels that are available for that product. I can see the quantity on hand that I've got, and that gives me immediate insight as to, if I'm a sales rep, whether I can take an order for that product for that customer. So that's a quick view of the information that I present through Suntico. And as a manager of the business, I can then also control the settings. You might wonder how this data is getting up into Suntico. Well, it's done through a piece of connector software. And I have a piece of connector software running, and it's set to a frequency of 1 minute, which means that every minute it is polling my Sage 50 system for any updates and publishing that out for use across the business and amongst my users. I can set up users within the system. And of course, a big challenge within the business is that you might have a lot of valuable information within your Sage 50 system that you'd like to share with your reps, but you don't want to share all the information about all the customers with all of the reps. But don't worry, because we can control that very tightly within Suntico. And I can add users within the system. And Suntico is a multi-company system, so I'll select the company that I'm working with, in this case, Bellwether Garden Supply. And we've made it really easy for you to add your sales reps into the system. It's pulled up all the list of your employees from your Sage 50 system, identified whether or not they are sales reps. And to invite sales reps into the system, all I need to do is just click on a rep and send them an invite. Now, to save time for this demo, I've actually already done that for a particular user called Callista Swinton. You can see that she's set up as a sales rep. She's confirmed, and she can log on and access the system. Now, as Callista is set as a sales rep, what that means is that instead of seeing all the companies all the customers that the company has and all the transactions that the company has done with those companies, which would be very sensitive information, what Callista can see is just the transactions that she has done and the customers that she looks after. What I'm going to do is I'll log off in a second, but just before I do that, of course, Callista can belong perhaps to a sales team. So again, within the system, we can set up teams, and we can assign a team manager that can see all the business from the reps that belong to that team. So it's a kind of 3-level system: sales rep, sales manager, or business manager who has view across the entire business. So what I will do now is I will log off as the administrator of the system and log back on as Callista. And what you'll see straight away is that Callista can just see 8 customers, which are the customers nominated against her. She cannot see any other customers within the system, but she can see deep information relating to those customers. So if she drills down and drills down to view Canon Healthcare as one of her main customers, what she can see is all the transactions or any outstanding orders relating to that customer and the status of those orders, contacts, addresses, and so on. Equally, if Callista wanted, instead of taking a customer view, she wanted to, for example, to see all of her orders, again, she can go in and view all her orders here within the system here. So that's a very quick look at Santico as a sales tool to enable your sales reps to conduct much more meaningful meetings with their customers, armed with the information that they need to make that meeting productive and professional. And as a recap, what did we see? We saw that you can access through a web browser on a laptop, mobile, or tablet, access to customer information, transactions relating to those customers, and inventory information that you have within the company. And you can control access to that information by sales rep, by sales team, or across the entire company. Is that all? Well, no, it's not. What you might have seen on the dashboard, but I didn't highlight, but I will highlight next week, is, of course, if we're publishing all this valuable Sage information, sales information up into Santico, why not make use of it for reporting? So next Friday, the 22nd of April, at the same time, we'll be taking a look at an integration that we have done between Santico and Microsoft Power BI to give you really powerful analysis and insight and visuals into your Sage 50 sales data. And of course, if you can't wait till then and you want to try it for yourself, please go to platform.santico.com and open up your own free trial account and connect to your own Sage 50 system by simply following the instructions.